And she went from being an NGO into becoming a company. And her choices are more careful. And I spoke about cross-pollination, Leah, and the startups that I deal with help me get ideas of how to make my business greener. Okay, and that's great because I talk to solar guys on a daily basis, so I know exactly who to go to for my rooftop solar in my company. So that's the second message I have is Einstein is supposed to have said, insanity is defined as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So one thing I found helpful is cultivate a diverse network and use that to both deal with different challenges and cross-pollinate ideas. But long, hard journeys often have black patches, right? You're going to fall. I think you are going to fall, you're going to lose faith. And especially in a problem like climate change, when you have senior scientists tell you you've crossed the tipping point, it becomes very worrisome. And at that moment, you really need beacons of light. Okay, in your own lives, in your own change efforts, cultivate those beacons of light because you will come to places where you just, you feel you've lost your way. So you need those beacons of light to come to guide you along the way. And in this context, I want to talk of Israel. Israel is a land of desert. Okay, it's about 50% desert. And in India, we're facing increasing drought. But they have no water, right? They have one of the lowest rainfalls in the world. But they export fresh water. A desert nation exports fresh water. They're food sufficient. They have one of the highest crop yields in the world. So when you go there and you say, okay, Tamil Nadu is in the crosshairs of climate change, we're going to look like Israel fairly soon. And you go there and you see them not suffering. They are thriving. They're just amazing. And seeing is believing. This is desert. And they have crops growing out of sand. Just bare sand. And they do it because they price water. You remember the first point I spoke about, making the problem very visible and relevant? We don't price water in India. So it's not a problem until we run out of it. But they price water. Even farmers pay water. It's a very cheap price. It's cheaper than many of our maids or what our maids pay to buy 1 can of water is much more than what Israel pays. But and this pricing allows for innovation. I talked of startups. I'm desperate to invest in a water startup. I can't find a good idea. Because in India, because we don't price, it's not worth a company's while to make an innovative product. Here, fabulous. It's just phenomenal. And when you see this is a beacon of hope that says, yeah, we may become like this. We may become a desert nation, at least Tamil Nadu. But there is hope. So these are the 3 lessons I have. Have a good reason to start the journey and make sure you convey that message to whoever is coming along with you in the journey in a way they appreciate. Okay, that's very, very important. Make it personally relevant for them. Cultivate a diverse toolkit. And lastly, keep the beacons front and center because you'll need them in any change journey going forward. Thank you very much.